Okay, so here I am in the beautiful Southwark in central London, about to take my motorcycle theory test. I'm a bit nervous. I think I put off the preparation until a little bit late. Wednesday was when I started. I sort of arrogantly thought I'd done one years ago and it'll be fine, and did a mock and did way worse than I thought I would have done. So I used the DVLA official. You can pay like a little bit extra to practice. It gives you sort of different modules and you can take mock after mock. So I've been doing that since Wednesday until I was getting decent scores on the mocks. So I did a mock this morning and I got 49 out of 50. It's the hazard perception that I'm a bit worried about as well, just because you can get caught out by clicking too much and all that jazz. So I really want to just pass this. It's not the end of the world if I do fail, but I want to pass this because in a week I've got the assessment, and in order to do that assessment for the DAS next Saturday, I have to have the theory and the CBT. So it's going to be difficult trying to squeeze in another theory. But yeah, here we are. It's a Saturday, quite early, so it's quite dead. It's quite dead. Not used to this on a weekend, to be in central London and to have actual space. But yeah, so about to go in. I'll let you know how it goes. Okay, the theory test is complete, and let's see the results, shall we? Let's go straight in there. I already know, but for dramatic effect. So, dear Samuel White, congratulations, you've passed your motorcycle theory test. Great, I'm so chuffed. On the multiple choice part, the pass mark was 43, you scored 50 out of 50. Great. On the hazard perception, the pass mark was 44, you scored 65 out of 75. Fantastic. I'm very, very pleased with that. This means that in a week's time, I can do my assessment for my DAS, get the DAS booked, get a bike, and get on the road, which is great. A few things I'd like to say. For those of you who might be studying for your theory or wondering how to study for the theory, I was in the same boat literally 3 days ago because I'd booked it, hadn't really thought about it. Because I did it years ago when I did my driving license back in 2008, believe it or not. I think I just arrogantly thought that I'd be all right. I've been driving on the roads, I know the road signs. Did a mock 3 days ago and failed. And failed again. The pass mark is 42. I think I was getting like 36, 38. There was just a lot of trick questions, that things you forget, contraflow and the wordings of things, and yeah. Anyway, alas, I'll put a link to the resources. DVLA, or the Driving License Agency, they have an official test preparation kit online. I think it's about £15 you pay extra and you get like a month's access. And it basically prepares you for both the multiple choice and the hazard perception. I wouldn't say it guarantees you passing, but if you do go through all the steps, you're probably likely to pass. I felt very confident. The multiple choice questions reflected exactly what I'd seen. Obviously you get a bunch of them. So the way it works is you have the multiple choice part on the preparation pack. When you take a mock, you get 50 questions, but there are 50 chosen out of a possible like hundreds. So in the preparation package, they sort of put categorize each bunch of potential questions you can get. So you'll get some questions on road signs, you'll get some questions on motorways, you'll get some questions on reacting to emergencies. etc. Especially road signs is a big one. So you can do each module. It will go through all of the potential questions you might get for that. Gives you more context around it. You can practice those, then move on. And then you can just keep intermittently just taking a mock test, which is a combination of all those, and just see how your average score goes up. So on Wednesday, I was getting an average of, like I said, failing 36, 38. And then yesterday, I was getting passes. I was getting like 48, 49. And so I knew I was ready. The hazard perception, the preparation pack for that is also fantastic. It simulates exactly the same. It's like the questions. I wasn't sure because I remember when I did the theory, it was real videos, and some of the preparation videos on here are like the old ones where it's like kind of really bad 480p video and you're trying to click, but the mock on the actual preparation and in real life is like CGI, but it's actually better because it's clearer. And you can practice that, and you can do a proper mock where you do, because in the real one for the hazard perception you have to watch 14 videos and you have to click, and that was really helpful. One extra note I will say was, you might, if you've been looking up tips for a hazard perception, you might see this, the 3-click method or something like that. Through finding that and then finding this video is a video by a guy, and that I watched that last night, took his advice and did a mock and passed, and then did the same thing today and passed. The advice that he gave was not to think about how many clicks you've got, because obviously you can click too many times and it can fail you in a video. People really worry about that, as I did. And he says, don't do that. Just look out for what you perceive as hazards. And when you see a hazard, click, click. So don't go click, click, or click, 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 but just click, click. Now, if you practice doing that on the mocks, you'll sort of calm yourself down as well, because you're having to click, click. And it's just to ensure that you don't, when you see a hazard, it can pick it up. If you pick it up too early, it won't register. So that click, click ensures that you fall within the designated zone where it picks up the clicks. You get the maximum amount of points. So highly recommend that video. If you're going to do the theory and you just want to pass first time, I highly recommend spending that extra money, because that alone will probably get you through it, which is great. So I'm here in Southwark, it's a part of London that I actually work now and again. It's fantastic. I love Southwark. And this is the Christ Church, St. James, right slap bang in the middle of all these office buildings and stuff. So you've got this very futuristic buildings, and then you've got like older buildings, and then this small little cute church in the middle of it. That's the thing I like about London, is the combination of the old and the new. I love walking around it. It's great. And also, considering it's only 10 or 11 o'clock, it's 11 now, it's not that busy. So I've kind of and it's Saturday. So if you've got any comments about your experience in the theory that might be helpful, please put it in the comments below. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one for my assessment.